I checked round after running the engine briefly moments ago, and although the oil returned from the crankcase to the oil tank up to within half an inch of the full mark, I did actually later on notice a little bit of oil there between the legs of the centre stand, and it appears to have come from the back of the primary chain case. I know that I fitted a new rubber seal on the chain case joint the other day at the request of the owner, who got me a full gasket set for this machine. So I fitted that, and also before I fitted the O-ring I placed the cover on and noticed that the if you like, the face of the boss that the screw goes through needed a little bit of material grinding off, because it wasn't clamping home as tightly or as closely as I would have liked to the inner casing, so it wasn't providing enough crush on the O-ring joint. So I ground a little bit of the boss back from the inside so that the cover could fit more tightly, and I was very surprised to see oil down here. And like I said, the engine itself didn't lose any or leak any, but oil had come from, it's actually the back of the primary chain case. And the crankshaft on these machines, or this type in particular, breathes through a little one-way disc valve in its end into the primary chain case, and then there's a pipe that's fastened via a banjo bolt union here that allows any pressure that might enter the chain case obviously to be vented out. And I thought I'd just take that off and just check it wasn't blocked or anything, and well, here's what I found. I didn't actually bother to show what I saw from the inside when I took the bolt out, but basically there was like a blob of solder about the size of a pea in there, right in the hole from where the pipe enters the banjo and inward. And you can actually see I've used the electric heat gun here to warm it up hot enough. I had hoped that the solder there that's stuck in there, see the tiny hole through it, that's all there is. I thought that might melt and drop out the way, but as it happened the pipe came off anyway, so it's given me access to go in there with a drill if needs be and drill that out. But that, by the time you get the pipe and its wall thickness into there, that tiny little hole was all that the engine was allowed to breathe through, and I think it was blowing oil out between the crankcase and the back, the back of the inner primary cover, because it wasn't able to breathe out through this. So I'm going to clear this, sort this out, and that's certainly, I would think, has got to help matters. So that's what I'm going to do next. So once again, always expect the unexpected, because it looked fine from the outside. I could even blow through the pipe from its end a little bit, but it just didn't feel like I was able to blow as much through as I thought I should get through a hole in a pipe that size. And sure enough, we had that little gremlin lurking within. So I'm going to deal with that next before we go for a test ride.